Back. I'm off today and tomorrow maybe. Um, sorry for for not getting any bids. I guess you could say. I guess last weekend, if you could say. I did say that you know, expect me to make videos in the future, and that kind of meant there was not really a guarantee of whether or not I would get get a video in every weekend. I'm probably gonna be busy starting in February, a lot busy, so I don't know if I'm gonna get a video in. But for all the subscribers that subscribe, thank you for subscribing and stuff, and continue to look forward with videos. Anyways, my prediction on Nintendo's future. They had their sales figures. They had their, I guess you could say, Iwata announced that they would have much more. They have much more unannounced Wii U titles, which is or Nintendo titles. That's a great news because honestly, I actually said this before. They should not come out the Nintendo Fusion in 2017 or in 2018. Cross Gen has still yet to end. It's still going. It is still going. It is still going. I mean, PS3 and Xbox 360 are still getting the support. I mean, we're talking the next Metal Gear Solid is on the older consoles, all that stuff. So, yeah. I mean, I guess I said this before. I predicted that the handheld will be, I think, around the next gen Fusion handheld, I guess, in 2021, and then the console version will come out in 2022. That would mean that after 5 years of Crush, they would already have like 5 years of being in the truly being in the next generation because that's when Crush Gen would supposedly end. So yeah, I still think they're because since this is their first HD console and their first system to kind of have, they still have to get their OS up to par. I mean, I think they might be able to get their OS up to par maybe in 2015 or next, or I'm at this year or next year, maybe. And he can't give up on it in 2017 or 2018. It's gotta come out in 2021 at least. That way, it got enough years of its life, and yeah, and like I always say, or not always say, but like I kind of already keep on saying, they should kind of do what I think could help them. Have no IP, make an anime out of that IP, and then have that anime have a crossover with two other animes that would kind of fit with the crossover with each other. And then when a crossover happens, I guess they'll be guaranteed to have a title based on the events of the crossover. And then that'll happen to the second crossover, and then what they could do with the final crossover in whatever situation, they can do what they can do at least. If they want to make a big, really big game, it's up for them at least. I mean, with so much that they can do with this system that can pretty much um like do something that has potential with Miiverse, with almost almost anything really. Well, not really anything, but yeah, they should really just try to like, besides doing what their competitors are doing something new and refreshing. Unfortunately, with Microsoft, I don't know if they're gonna. I guess I'll wait till this year's E3 to kind of see if Microsoft is gonna um do some advancement in OS. If they don't, they might be out of console race. I mean, ever since that Windows 10, it seemed like they were kind of thinking of bringing all their Xbox One exclusives to Windows 10. And if that happens, well, their glory, I'll just say that their glory kind of fell short. Um, I don't know if they had a good run, but yeah. Moving on. This year, 2015, you got they got Splatoon, they got Xenoblade Chronicles X. All the other titles, they're nice and all, but I really kind of don't care that much. They got Devil's Third at the later half. Zelda, I'm not really a fan, but I know that's a big title. I think they. I hope that IP that they're. I hope they have maybe a new IP come out this later half of the year. And in 2016, oh my goodness, just whatever they come up with, whatever crossover, whatever new IP, whatever. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be awesome. I hope. Hopefully this year's Nintendo Digital event, they do something. They come out with announcements of their unannounced games or their announced games, and just really knock it out of the park by just, hey, we got our own version of this type of genre game, like a first-person shooter, and it really looks nice, and it doesn't alienate that many people that are fans of first-person shooter, that are fans of third-person shooter, that are fans of even open-world games. I don't know if they're gonna make an open world sort of, I guess Grand Theft Auto sort of style like type of game. They might as well, I guess, Take-Two Interactive, kind of make it or something. But I can see them make an open world game where it's sort of like a fantasy genre and it has a sort of, I guess you could say, superhero. Though he's not really that much of a superhero, but he is the guy that kind of, I guess you could say, saves the world or something like that. I mean, they should come out with, they should come out with more games that take advantage of gamepad at least. I mean, they're starting to with, Xenoblade Chronicles. Open world games can take advantage of that, I'm pretty sure. Sports games, yeah, I could see it, but I'm not really that much interested in sports games. Fighting games would be nice, so you can so you can use off TV play to kind of just play um, somewhere else. If someone is trying to watch cable or something, yeah. But I think the type of games that would actually really take advantage of gamepad would probably be open world games and RPG games. That would really, yeah. Um, the sales figures. The Wii U sold 9.2 million units, better than last year's sales charts, I guess you could say. Hopefully, their marketing. I've seen them do better marketing. So let's just hope their marketing gets better, and let's just hope more people get these games because I see a lot of people buying Xenoblade Chronicles X buy a Wii U for just that one game. There's no way that people cannot be interested in that unless they're not interested in RPGs or open world and something like that. That is something I don't think anybody has ever seen done before. So really, that's gonna guarantee a lot of people buying Wii U's and stuff. So you got Angry Joe probably buying it too. And I hope that the Wii U, I think it might just outsell the Xbox One again. But I hope it just outsells PS4, basically. Just 0.5 million units or something, like that close. So, That's what I would want actually. Now with the new Nintendo 3DS, it's gonna be, I guess you could say, the de facto to the Wii. Um, and then you have 3DS, which is kind of de facto to the GameCube. I think the next, you could say, the new region game is probably going to come out in a new 3DS. That won't come though till probably like 2017. So if you guys already bought a 3DS, don't worry, they're still going to support it till at least till 2017. Well, not really. Well, I mean, yeah, you'll still be able to play online and stuff in 2017. But the games, I don't. There'll be probably less games at that year, if not any. And then I think the lifespan of the which I already said, the lifespan of the new 3DS will be till 2021 when the Nintendo supposed Fusion handheld version comes out. Like I think they're really gonna just combine, just probably just combine handheld and console maybe or something like that. Like it's gonna be something big, and yeah, um, I think I'm gonna get a new 3DS. I don't even know if they're gonna come with a charger. I mean, I'm probably gonna get it from Club Nintendo. So yeah, hopefully when people buy it from Club Nintendo, they just um they'll probably ask if you have a charger or if you already own a 3DS and you say no, then they'll give you a charger and stuff. Anyways, I mean, just if they're get their if their marketing gets better, if they get their OS up to par and invent some new ideas, like probably expand Miiverse or something like that, and get more games, get more interesting games, like really interesting games, people that would want to like will kill for not really, well, I guess you could say kill to buy it. Yeah, that it'd be good for them. I mean, localized Fatal Frame. Even though I'm not a fan of horror games, try to get as many as they can. Um, try to get at least an. They should try to at least get maybe an action adventure game. It wouldn't be that bad. And I mean, I guess you could say if Microsoft, I guess you could say if the Xbox division gets sold out, it might happen. Um, Playersense kind of personally thought that it would get sold out in 2 to 3 years back in 2014 because of their buying of Mojang and time exclusivity deal with Tomb Raider and stuff. That might lessen to half, like probably like um zero point 0.5 to 2 years or something like that. And if they get sold out and if they don't have enough money to try to stabilize the Xbox ecosystem and stuff, then Nintendo should get the rare IPs and take advantage of them. If Microsoft isn't really gonna fully take advantage of Rare's IPs to what they should be, then Nintendo should kind of take them back and let its developers let the company's developers to make rare IP games. I would also like to see, I guess you could say, um, a Final Fantasy sort of cross, you know, Nintendo's characters, I guess, in the vein of Kingdom Hearts, you could say. Like I already said before, Mario Hearts or something like that. Yeah, it'd be nice. I guess you could say, really, their definition of this generation may just be their crossovers. Like, really, yeah. I mean, they're doing a lot of crossovers, so I guess their theme this year is to have crossovers and to do all that and stuff. I mean, really, that's kind of, I guess you could say that's about it, really, for me at least. They should at least make games for each genre that they're lacking. They are going to need a first-person shooter. They are going to need an open-world game, obviously. They are going to need maybe a traditional third-person shooter. I don't know about Splatoon. That looks nice, but they may want to get a more. They want to get one for the older audience. Now, it could be possible that they could just get a non-bloody one and make it more for the older audience. It could be possible. Maybe a science fiction type of one. Maybe one that the developers haven't even thought of. 7th gen. So yeah. They probably should. They were kind of, I guess you could say, they kind of renewed the trademark, I think, back then of Eternal Darkness. So get that out at least to fill in the horror and localize. I kept on saying that. I meant not kept on saying. I'm sorry. I already said that, but localize Fatal Frame. And that's about it. Maybe. Get more sports games. I guess you could say, and market their console. Market the heck out of Xenoblade Chronicles X. My goodness, a lot of people, because of that, because of how the game is, I guess you could say, set up or just made. I can't see not that many people buying it just for the sake of actually playing through it. So really, they got to market it good, so a lot of people play it. I'm pretty sure, like, I don't even know, like around 40 million would probably play it or something like that. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could say, and I think that's really just about it for what I have to say. I mean, what's, I guess, their handheld version of the de facto of the Wii U is the question. I think it's probably going to be the Fusion. The Fusion is probably going to be at the same time the Wii U's de facto or the Nintendo, the successor to the Wii U, maybe. I think. Because, well, the Wii U's, because games are getting more and more expensive to make, so obviously they're not really, the graphics difference, I guess you could say, is not going to be as significant as it is, or hardware difference is not going to be as significant as it really is. So really, and then about the 4K thing, they could just upscale it. I don't know if they're going to really be able to take advantage of 4K. I mean, that's like that's like putting on 10, not the 10, 4 1080p displays, which is a lot. So really, I don't know if they want to risk on taking advantage of that. If they can't, at least have it upscaled. At least allow it to be upscaled. That's the best they could probably do. People that start thinking that this console is going to come out in 2017, 2018, 2019, or 2020, it's not going to, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think they should come out their console soon after cross-gen is going to end, which is probably going to be, or most likely going to be in 2016. So at least after 5 years of 5 years after cross-gen recently ended, then that's when they should come out their next gen, I guess, handheld and console. And that way they won't get, I guess they won't get blamed by a lot of by like 90% of the gaming community for coming out their next gen, their ninth gen console and handheld that soon. So, and that's it. Expect me to make videos in the future. See ya.